Hey everybody, this is Jeff coming at you with another Mindset Monday. So today I want to talk about hating Mondays. So the inspiration for this video came from waking up this morning, doing my things in the morning, and then getting on the computer. The first email that I see is subject line, "Do you hate Mondays as much as I do?" And to be honest with you, I got a little triggered by that because I don't hate Mondays. Actually, I love Mondays. I didn't even open the email, but I'm sure it was just some kind of sales letter or something. But it really got me thinking about wow, I guess a lot of people do hate Mondays. Why would they hate Mondays? And first of all, I'm not saying that I never say the word hate, but I'm definitely way more aware of it now. And through my own mindset, the evolution of my mindset and just the way that I live my life, it's like hate is a very, very strong word. And anytime you're saying hate on a regular basis or, having that in your vocabulary, it's just sending out a negative connotation towards different things in your life. And it's really, really negative. So I catch myself saying it sometimes, and I try to rewrite that in my mind of no, I don't hate that. It's I don't like pickles that much, but I don't hate them. Why do I have to use such a strong word? So just that little tweak is also an uplift to your mindset. But this thing about hating Mondays, so I Google it, and why do people hate Mondays? Well, it turns out that, when people are coming off of a rest or play period of time, that 48 hours, or in particular a 72-hour 3-day weekend, when they come back online, they're hit suddenly with all of the overwhelming list of things that they have to do. They may be forced into communicating and having relationships with people that they're not fond of, or that they've had conflict with in the past that hasn't been resolved, etc. So this creates a great deal of stress in people's lives. And so when they come back online, so to speak, to go back into work mode, their blood pressure goes way up. And so it's actually shown that there are a much higher prevalence of heart attacks on these days when you come back from a 2 or 3 day weekend, 20% higher on Monday morning, I believe, and even higher than that when you're coming off of a 3-day weekend. So that's why people hate Mondays for those reasons. And then also, they kind of buy into the consensus mentality around Mondays. So say they were out on Sunday afternoon with their friends, and they all were like, "Oh, I need to go now because I have to go get, rest because I have to go back to work tomorrow. Oh, I hate Mondays," or whatever. "Oh yeah, I hate Mondays too. I hate Mondays." Everybody confirms that, and that's sort of the consensus view, and gets that kind of hype into their brain about how hated Mondays are. And so they just kind of buy into it. So those are a bunch of reasons why people hate Mondays. And so just in thinking, I love Mondays. So why do I love Mondays? Well, first of all, the first thing I do on Monday is I go get a nice glass of tea. I'm not in a big hurry. The first thing that I really have to do, or place that I have to be, is at 10 a.m. on Mondays. So I'm not stressed to run out of the house. I work from home, right? I'm an entrepreneur. I'm lead gen. I don't have these kind of time constraints where I have to be at an office or at a certain time or anything like that. So I get to go get a nice tea, relax. I get to do an ice bath, which actually at the end of the day calms my nervous system and relieves a lot of the stress that I may have. And as I'm doing that ice bath, I think through my day and the different people that I'm going to interact with, the different things that I want to accomplish, and projects that I want to move forward, and all of this. And so that sets my mind at ease. I know exactly what I have to do. I have extreme clarity on what I'm going to do. And so there's nothing to do but just get to work. Then after that, at 10 a.m., the first thing that I have to do is I meet with a longtime mentor of mine who runs a Facebook group, a private Facebook group that she goes live in. And she's a CEO and leadership coach at a very high level with companies that you would recognize. She does high performance coaching. She's very big into positive intelligence and emotional intelligence. And I learned so much from her, and her energy is off the charts. I mean, she has the most amazing energy, and she has an extreme level of gratitude about everything. And she kind of brings that out of everyone around her in every moment. And so I get to spend time with her. I get the opportunity to spend 2 hours or more with her every Monday morning to start off my week. And it's what better way to start off your week than that? So that's one reason I love Mondays. The second reason I love Mondays is because of just, it's another day to pursue the opportunities that are going to bring the vision of what I have for myself into fruition. And so I think that I wouldn't see it in such a positive light, or see it as in so much in such a mindset of gratitude, if I didn't have such clarity around it. I'm like, I know exactly what I'm doing. I have a purpose behind it. I know exactly what I'm wanting to bring forth. I know exactly the steps that I need to take relatively to bring it forth, and there's nothing left to do except for to take those actions and take those steps and make it my reality. So I get the opportunity to do that. There's a lot of people in this world who don't have that opportunity. They don't have that ability to build something for themselves. And for me, I'm very grateful for that. So that's another reason why I love Mondays. The other reason I love Mondays is because I'm in flow. Now, I've talked about this before, but my work and play life are not this duality like most people, where it's like they go work and play and then they have a 9 to 5 and they come in and they have to deal with all this stuff. It's like my work and my play flow together. So at any given moment, I could take a day off. I could work through the weekend. I worked all weekend because I want to, because there's things that I'm working on that are important to me that I know are not going to happen unless I put in the work. And so instead of going out and doing things or just chilling out or watching Netflix or whatever people do on the weekends, this past weekend I worked pretty much the whole weekend. And I'm happy to do it because I love what I'm doing and I'm very clear about what that means to me. So this work play flow kind of comes in and out. Last Tuesday, I had the opportunity to take my mom to the airport, and it was kind of unexpected. I was supposed to take her to the train station, which would have been about a 20-minute run. And with a big thing about the flights and the train or whatever, she had to go to the Austin airport, which was, pretty much an hour each way. So I ended up taking her and spending, a lot more time than I had anticipated, but I'm able to do that because I'm in flow and I'm able to work when I want to work and all these things that the lead gen lifestyle brings us. So that flow is very important to me, and that work and play kind of just all blend together, and there isn't this big switch from one to the other. It's like I just go from one to the other whenever it feels right and whenever it makes sense from a time standpoint. And then also the final thing is just making an impact. I am able to continuously tweak my own mindset and my own skill set, and then show people around me what's possible. So other people see me not stressed out. They see me not having to go to a 9 to 5 job. They see me not having to cower down to some boss. They see me not having to do a lot of these things. And then they're like, well, how do you do that? Like, well, I've created this life for myself through the lead gen model. I've created a company and I do all these things, and that's how I get by in the world. And I don't have to do it on someone else's terms. I'm doing it on my own terms. And so that I feel like makes an impact. And then also just making a video like this and telling you guys flat out, like, why do I love Mondays instead of hating them? So anyway, that's my Mindset Monday. I hope you get something from it, and maybe you can reframe some of the things in your life that maybe you're saying you hate. Maybe it's Monday, maybe it's broccoli, maybe it's something, silly like that. But at any rate, reframing these things into the mindset of more opportunity and gratitude, I think is going to serve you the best over the long term. So I hope you get something out of that. I'd love to hear your comments or see your comments in the chat, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Peace.